Season 2 of Tubian Talks Footy is here. But before we get into today's video, here is how you can vote for me as the best young and the best new content creator at the Football Content Awards. Simply head over to the footballcontentawards.co.uk/voting website, place your vote for best young and new content creator. Head over to their Instagram and their Twitter pages and tag at Aaron Tubian, at _Aaron Tubian, and at AFC Tubian on Twitter in the comment section. Every comment from each individual person is a vote. Let's do this. Let's bring this trophy home. The links to everything are down below in the description. Let's bring this trophy home. We can do this. Get voting now. Let's get into the video. We are back and we are better than ever. Season 2 of Tubian Talks Footy is finally here. And what better way to kick it off with Series 2 of a series that we started at the beginning of the Premier League season last season. You lot loved it, so I'm bringing it back now. Rate your FPL teams. I will be rating your Fantasy Premier League 2021 to 22 season teams. I've been sent in about 30 to 40 teams. I've chosen 10 10 to 12 actually, very interesting lineups. Let's have a look, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. I'm going to be rating each squad out of 10. Squad 1. First of all, I see Harry Kane as captain. That is going to be a very common selection. I like that Villa duo there, Jack Grealish and Ollie Watkins. Not really a fan of the bench, however, which I will deduct points for over the course of this video, not just for this team. Big fan of that back three. I think Wesley Fofana is an absolute bargain in that Leicester defence for just 4.5 million. He is a cracking option, one that I may choose to bring into my squad. But overall, this is a very solid squad. I like the addition of Ivan Toney in there as well. He is a very common player in this game this season. I'm going to go for this team a 7.5 out of 10, maybe slightly harsh. Team 2, gone for Mohamed Salah as captain, same as me. We will see my team in a later video, so do not worry about that one. Mo Salah is going to be a very common captain choice with a favourable fixture at Carrow Road in game week 1. I love that back three. Chilwell, Kufal, Lamptey, all fullbacks who can really get loads and loads of points, not just in game week 1, but over the course of the season. 3 very good fullbacks going forward. This is a very solid team. I love that differential of James Ward-Prowse. I love the front three, and I love the bench. This team is, for me, a 9 out of 10. It is very good. Maybe one more big hitter, such as a Kane or a Bruno Fernandes in there, or a De Bruyne, and then we're talking 9.5 to 10. But that is a very solid team. Now, this team, what beckons you into this team straight away? Jack Grealish as captain. I think that's fairly risky, but overall, as a squad, I do like it. I think having Roberto Firmino there is a massive gamble. Ivan Toney as the third place on your bench, not the most reliable idea. Not a fan of the two centre backs. 2 out of the 5 defenders are centre backs. Not a fan of that. I'll give this a 7. I'll be lenient. 7 out of 10. Now, next up, oh my gosh, straight away I see Mo Salah as triple captain. I'm marking you up for the balls it takes to pull off that one. He has 3 defensive midfielders in his squad. What on earth is he thinking? Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips and Billy Gilmore, all holding midfielders that hardly ever get you any points. This is a 9 out of 10. Need to fit, actually 8.5. because that is an absolute no-no. 8.5. I like that team. Fix up the midfield big time. Next up is a very boring team. it's a standard FPL team. The bench is atrocious, so it's already marked down. I'm not a fan of Harvey Barnes in there. Could come back to bite me, or Diogo Jota either. I'm giving this a 6.5 out of 10. Just a standard FPL team. Next up, I love that Bumblebee Watford kit right in the middle. Just springs out in front of all those red shirts in the middle, doesn't it? That bench is absolutely hideous. Salah as captain, I like. I'm not sure about Saka, Sancho and Mount in the midfield. However, this screams a guy who doesn't care about his bench and is just saving funds for the big hitters. I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. Still very much more room for improvement. Next up, I already see two fairly out of the box differentials in this squad. Raul Jimenez, who will return to Premier League action for the first time in nearly a year. It will be absolutely amazing to see him back on that pitch. And Emil Smith-Rowe, who I'm not sure will play as much, well, he'll play more than last season, that's for sure. But will he start a lot this season? He's got the number 10 shirt. That might indicate something towards that. Kane as captain, okay, bog standard. I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. Not that much room for improvement, but it is a very solid team. I like the inclusion of the Mexican lad up top, Raul Jimenez. Now, this team is very questionable, but it could work. It really could work. That bench is extremely cheap. Not a fan of cheap benches, as you know by now. Wilfried Zaha in there is a very big risk, but it will either be a risk extremely well taken, or it will be a massive failure. Jadon Sancho, a risk as well. I'm a fan of the front three. Luke Ayling at the back. Will he be the best option? I'm not too sure. I'm a fan of Fofana. I'm a big fan of Emi Martinez. He is my keeper in there as well. Stuart Dallas, not too sure. I think he will be playing in a much more attacking role like he did towards the end of last season. This team isn't that terrible. I'm giving this a 6.5 out of 10. It's a very ballsy team. I like ballsy teams. I've got a ballsy team. I'm a ballsy FPL player. Very similar to something that I would go for. However, it's the complete other end of the spectrum in terms of his player selections. But it's got an element to it that I rather like. Now, Mikel Antonio as captain. Just like Wilfried Zaha in the previous team, that is a ballsy selection, which could easily pay off. And if it does, then boy, what a selection that is. I see 6 shirts in the middle. I see a United shirt on top of a United shirt, a Chelsea shirt on top of a Chelsea shirt, and a Man City shirt on top of a, you guessed it, Man City shirt. I like those duos. Maguire, I have in my squad. Kevin De Bruyne, debating whether or not to bring him in now or later on. Not a fan of that bench whatsoever. You need Luca Digne in your starting 11, my friend. I'm giving this team an 8 out of 10. Maybe pick another captain, although that really could really work. 8 out of 10 for me. And now the penultimate squad of the video. You can tell this geezer's a United fan, can't you? His bench is absolutely awful. I'm deducting points for that. Harvey Barnes, not my favourite choice. Kasper Schmeichel, another ballsy selection, could work, could go horribly wrong. Emil Smith-Rowe, just like Schmeichel, could work, could fail. Cavani is captain. We'll have to wait and see if that pays off. Kane and Tony, how many times have we seen that duo today? I'm giving this squad a 7 out of 10. Needs to fix up the bench and free up some, well, not free up, take away some funds actually, but really needs to free up that bench to give this squad some depth, which it needs. Now, the final squad of the video, not the biggest fan of, I have to say. Well, your 5 defenders are all fullbacks, which is a massive plus. Fullbacks get assists. Those are the attacking points that you need in this game. Ismaila Sarr could be a very big risk, well taken. Callum Wilson, so could that. I like this team actually. 8.5 out of 10. The 1.5 is for Josh Brownhill and Roberto Firmino. Pretty poor. There we go. Those are the
11.
FPL teams I have chosen to rate today. What did you think of my rating of your team? Let me know. And do you want to see a part 2? Comment down below. Let's get this video to 40 likes. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Obviously, like you saw at the beginning of the video, vote for me in the Football Content Awards. All the links are down below in the description. Thank you ever so much for watching, lads. It is a pleasure to be back. I will see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, all of that for part 2 of I Rate Your FPL Teams. Bye-bye.